So now the first question that we're having here is saying that find the values of A and B in the following expression. And the expression that have been given here is this. We have got 3A plus 2I being equivalent to 6 plus BI. Okay, that is the expression. And the question was saying that we should find the values of A and the value of B in this expression. Okay, so now before we even continue, before even we do anything, what we have to do is to read the question and understand the question and solve the question. Okay, because many of the times when students, instead of them solving the question the way it has been phrased, they are there forging the question. Okay, like they are trying to misinterpret the question and come up with a different question that they feel maybe it was supposed to be asked like that way, and solve it in the same way correctly, which is of course wrong. Okay, what we have to do here is solve the question the way it has been phrased. We don't have to think that this question has been phrased wrongly. No. Okay, we are solving it the way it has been phrased. So if maybe the question has been phrased wrongly, of course your lecturer is going to tell you that. But we always solve questions according to the way they have been phrased. That is what we're going to do even in this video. Okay, so since here we're having the equal sign there, meaning this side, the things that are on the left part, they are equal or equivalent to things that are on the right part here. Okay, so what we're going to do is to equate. What are we equating? Things that doesn't have i's in them because they are not imaginary, they are real numbers. And those things that has that I in them, meaning they are imaginary numbers. So in short, what we're going to do here is to equate something that is connected to each other to something that is of course connected to that same thing. Okay, in short, real number to real number, imaginary to imaginary, we're equating here because we have the what, the equal sign. So we are saying that 3a is equivalent to which one? Is equivalent to 6. Why? Because 6 here doesn't have what? Doesn't have an I, meaning it is a real number. Okay, it doesn't have an I. So here, very simple, we just apply simple algebra. And we divide, of course, by 3, even here by 3, then we solve for a, meaning a will be equal to what? Will be equal to 2. And of course, that is our answer. Okay, that is our answer for part A, the value of A. We have solved. Now, what of the value of B? How do we solve it? How are we going to solve it? The value of B. We are going to apply the same approach, okay? We're going to use the same approach. We're going to say something that has got an I in them. We put them together. So these are 2I is an imaginary number 2 being equivalent to something that has got an I this side is BI. Okay. Now, whenever we are solving this, the i's, they are just there to show us, to say this is an imaginary number and it is not a real number. So when solving this, we can even ignore them. There's no problem. So we can ignore them because we know that these are imaginary number. Okay, these are imaginary numbers. So meaning 2 is equivalent to what? Is equivalent to B. Okay, meaning 2 is equivalent to B. What does this tell you? The value of B, we have found it is what? It is 2, of course.